It's a brand new season, baby. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. It's a brand new season, been a long wait, saw some players up, put them on my highlight tape, college series here, gotta hear my name on draft day, AR in the pocket, automatic, that's a closed case, excitement building up, I ain't been asleep in 3 days, gotta make a statement to the scouts on the first play, only way to win, you gotta dominate in each phase, offense, defense, and can't forget the special teams, I ain't worked for nothing, went through summer camp with 2-a-days, gotta win the natty, only satisfied with first place. I hear them haters hating on my team, but I ain't hearing them. If they line up on the other side, then we ain't fearing them. One false move, hit stick, defense killing them. Knew them boys were sweet, up inside, banana pilling them. We up next, time to show we the best around. RFL, college series, rep your team and rep your town. You're looking at the future of the league, yeah, it's here and now. Step on the field, boy, you best believe it's going down. Cause yeah, you know we scoring. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty, and we are here to finally cap off Week 4 of the RFL College Series and Season 5, as we have a battle between number 4 Penn State and the Nittany Lions traveling here into Tiger Stadium to take on the number 1 team in the country after dethroning last week's number 1 team in the country of Georgia, the LSU Tigers. Shout out to the Relocation Football League. As always, we are 30 plus deep right now. Turn us up, hit that like button. Game of the week is officially here. Let's get a shout out to the guys who are here. We got Anthony Fry in the building as always, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Aiden Semino, who's going to be playing in this game. We've got Michael Blunt Jr., Coach Machiavelli, Finn Fowler, Ronnie Shanahan. We got Van Veckeven in the building. Matthew Holman, former LSU Tiger Phillip Jones, Michael Simmons, Faded Red, and without further ado, hey, we're about to get into this game, guys. What's going on, Zion Waddle? What's going on, Arl? It's about that time. Let me go ahead and change up this. Yep, here we go. We'll go ahead and sim this next play, put that on slow. We're about ready to get into this. What's going on? Ryan, he says last name, the last name you can't pronounce. LeFavor? Did I say it right? LeFavor? I hope I did. I'm definitely going to remember you, my guy. But this game is about to get underway. And here we go. Ball is off the tee, and it is officially underway as it will be taken from the 4-yard line. And down at the 25 he goes, as we will get a look at this LSU offense led out by a man who did a great job against Georgia's defense last week. It's Aiden Semino, who I mentioned here live in the chat, looking to keep the undefeated streak going. And I actually have to move this camera around from my end. You guys can't see it, but all right, here we go. About ready to get into this game. So we got Christian Cross in the building. What's going on? Only 2 undefeated teams will be left moving into week 5. Who will it be? Will it be LSU or will it be Penn State to join Miami? We will see. Let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this game. This should make for a great one. This has been the week of the blowout, though, as many teams have lost by big margins. That even includes Alabama with a huge upset going up against South Carolina. They lost 28-3. The SEC is wide open now to the top-end teams in the first play of the game. Aiden Semino throws and cannot complete it out to his tight end as he was unable to hold on after contact. Penn State, this is a feisty group. Last year, not the best. But one thing's for sure, this is a different Penn State team this year. They played some really good games coming into this matchup undefeated in Baton Rouge. And Semino, pressure once again, gets it off. And he's got a completion that's going to get him just 3 yards shy of the first down. And this is a big 3rd down for the Tigers. Looking for their first down of the game. They're going to rely on John Emery. And Emery is going to scoop up 6 yards on the ground. Solid play here. They go with the run play on the 3rd and 2. And that's just John Emery being patient, following his blocks. And a good job by the offensive lineman as well, clearing a lane, giving them options. John Emery has been a great back for LSU the last 2 seasons. Semino's getting pressured, holding on to the ball too long, and down he's going to go for the game's first sack. That's Beeman. And that is going to be a huge loss for LSU, as they'll need 24 yards on these next 2 downs, unless they're close for a 4th down, which I doubt they don't punt. This is a great job by Penn State, already showing that they can get that pressure in there pretty fast. We've seen Aiden Semino early on having to back up, look for passes, and throwing off that back foot, as the pressure has been able to seep in there just enough to make him a bit uncomfortable. Every throw so far. Here's a quick throw into the flats. Not going to get him much. And LSU only getting back 4 of the 24 yards needed. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd and 20. One thing about this LSU offense, they do have very explosive wide receivers on the outside. We've seen Peyton Van Vakeven. And that might be his go-to guy here on this play. Semino throws, and he misses high. And that'll bring up 4th down. Penn State going to come out here with the stop on defense. And the #1 team in the country as of now going to have to punt it away. And that's Penn State just coming outright playing some solid defense. And we'll have to see if this offense can keep that same energy going, as a fair catch is going to be called at the 28. And we'll get our first look at Penn State's starting quarterback. He's playing in NFL right now, but still in the RFL College Series. Sean Clifford. He's had some great games for the Nittany Lions, looking to lead this team to victory over the #1 team in the country. Last quarterback that started for the Penn State Nittany Lions last year is now playing for the only other undefeated team that will be after the end of this game at Miami. Now it's Dorian Chavis. Didn't have the best of luck that season, but now things looking different, at least early to start on. Sean Clifford is going to hand things off, and that's Ford, 5 yards on his first carry. That's one thing that's been pretty nice here for Penn State, is their ability to balance things out offensively, right? You got Sean Clifford, who's been able to put together some good throws and lead the offense. And you got a good running back in Ford, who could get the run game, setting up the pass game with that play action. And Ford getting 2 back-to-back carries. And he'll be just a yard shy of the first down. Yeah, this definitely should be a great game. Shout out to Rashad Mitchell here in the chat, as well as Dylan Lewis. Who else we got tuning in? Dorian Chavis in the building. We got David Leathers, Chris Polk. Saw you the first one to comment, my guy. Hashtag RFL, man. Samaj Sims, what's going on? Rodney Goins. 3rd and 1. Will Penn State go with 3 straight runs? That they will. Cuts it back, but the defense is able to stop him before he could get a yard. Tackle made there by Means, and LSU will have a 3-and-out. LSU's defense played remarkable last week, forcing a plethora of turnovers against Georgia, who their offense was very explosive. Penn State comes out here with 3 consecutive runs with Ford, and this is just a great job by the defensive linemen standing their ground, being anchors, and the linebacker just coming through in the backfield, making a play. They'll punt this one. And from the 25-yard line, he will take it to the 32. So a nice 7-yard return there by Ford of LSU. And this game definitely can go all sorts of ways. If this defense of LSU continues to play like it has last week, and the way it started out this game, and this definitely is a game where LSU can get themselves into it and out of it with a victory to continue their win streak. But this offense is going to have to come up and do some work against the Nittany Lions. Here's a throw to the sidelines. Van Veckerman will have his first reception of the game. And that is a 6-yard reception. 2nd and 4. LSU able to scrape together wins over Florida State 24-7. Big win over Iowa. It was the worst ranked team in the college. It was 41-10. Here's a run. And John Emery to midfield on the rush will have a first down for the Tigers. And this is where things can get scary for the Nittany Lions. Same deal we talked about with Penn State. Having things being balanced with the run and the pass. John Emery is a great receiving back out the backfield. And he can also tear it up on the ground. And look at that block. That's just a great block to seal him off that cutback. And the run game is just so important. Very pass heavy though this year. A lot of teams don't run that much. LSU's going to run again. And Emery is going to pick up 4 yards on the carry. So solid run there. But yeah, talking about LSU, a lot of teams, a lot of guys have overlooked this team. I really thought that this team was going to be pretty solid. Would I say I would have thought they would have been the #1 team in the country up to this point? No, I wouldn't have said that, but they proved it. I didn't think they would get that win over Georgia, especially in the fashion that they did. 28-10, they were able to win that. Now they have to show that they're truly that #1 team. And here goes a nice completion on the out route as they will find their tight end, Duval. The generic tight end has just been tearing it up all season. If you're looking for tight ends out the RFL draft, at this pace, I'm pretty sure RFL coaches hopefully have been paying attention. These tight ends are loaded, it seems, this year. Pressure's coming, and he'll throw this away. Incomplete. Seems as if he had a few targets open there. Was waiting for those slants to cross over from the left to right side. What's going on, Caitlin? Appreciate you coming to the live stream. Daniel Severio in the building. What's going on, my guy? Got Eric Ashley, Ajon Grant. Garrett Evans. 5 wide, empty set. Semino over the middle. And he's got his lead receiving man from a week ago. And Demarius Posey. Demarius Posey made some huge catches, a lot of them in that Georgia game. Had over double digits in receptions. And he's just a huge playmaker on this offense. There's a throw over the middle that's almost intercepted and should have been, but Penn State unable to take advantage of that opportunity. And so LSU gonna have to be careful now. Can't miss passes over the middle. We've seen a lot of those turn into interceptions. Luckily, not for them there. And he is hit as he throws again. You got to give credit to this Penn State Nittany Lions defense right now. I mean, the heat that they have been able to send has been amazing. He is definitely getting pressured nearly on every pass attempt and holding on to the ball long because the coverage has been good on the outsides by the corners. And Semino with a four-man rush, checking it down. John Emery, he's going to reach out. Does he have a first? Oh, they're going to say he is inches short of the first down. What a tackle. And what will the LSU Tigers do in this situation? Do they go for it, or do they settle for the field goal? You see a nice check down here, plants that foot. And has a great open field tackle. And they are going to be conservative as they will take the 3 points. LSU on the board first, 3-0. Ziegler, generic kicker, knocking it through the uprights. Shout out to the Relocation Football League. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. First time tuning in? Hey, want to learn more about the RFL? Visit our website at relocationfootballleague.com so that you can learn you can join the league. Unfortunately, applications to be a player right now are closed, but January 1st is always the marquee date to when next year's applications open, and it's going to be way different. That is definitely going to be a season that you do not want to miss. Golden years of the RFL on the horizon. I'll take this one from the 2. And to the 27, he goes. Definitely seems like Ryan is a college football fan. Yeah, college football, just a whole different atmosphere. And College Series 6, I know that's down the line next year, but actually going to be on a college football game when it drops. Cannot wait to see how that is going to turn out. 1st and 10. Sean Clifford. He's got a completion, and it's Parker on the reception, who will be immediately brought down on the tackle. Old man in an Xbox says Miami should be #1. Hey, man, it's definitely a great argument. But LSU has just had the bigger win with that Georgia game. That's what catapulted them up. There's a rush. Good tackle. Yanni Ramirez. But it's definitely on them to keep. And it's not going to be an easy schedule for LSU by any means, as they have to compete in the SEC still with the likes of Alabama. Even though they lost against South Carolina, we know how talented that team is. Probably just had a hiccup this week. You got Georgia, who they just were able to beat. Well, here's a throw and a first down as Parker gets out of bounds at the 41 to 42-yard line. Yeah, they got some good teams still to face. Florida, Tennessee. You know, that SEC conference, no joke this year. So if they want that #1 spot, Miami's just got to continue to win out and just wait for LSU to potentially take a L. If LSU can win that, they are a true #1 team, that's for sure. This is a big hit stick at the line of scrimmage by Greg Penn III. And I can tell you one thing about Greg Penn. I mean, last week he was an absolute menace. Interceptions, forced fumbles, you name it. He did it all against the Bulldogs. 2nd and 10. Here's a rush. Bounces to the outside. Ford. He wrapped up. 3 yards on the rush. And this is a big 3rd down. LSU looking for the stop. Clifford has got the completion. Big hit stick by Penn again. but he will have a first down, and he paid for it. You got to see this again. I mean, good read by Sean Clifford. As soon as he tried to sharply cut up the field, he got laid out. Ball security is key. It's a lot of fumbles that we have seen. They'll give him another play on the end around, getting some good blocking. Cutting into two defenders. Running into Penn. It didn't seem as if he learned his lesson, but that's going to be a 5-yard gain. Second down. Penn State's getting on the move. They're in LSU territory. It's under 1 minute left to go here. Now under half a minute. Clifford. Sideline completion out to about the 40. Also, be out of bounds. 3rd and 3. 22 seconds left here in the first. We're already about to be into week 5 of the RFL College Series. It's counting down the time when this gets on next gen, man. Clifford guns it over the middle. What a pass and what a catch. First down, Nittany Lions, and what a way to end the first quarter. 3-0, LSU on top. Let's get those twos in the chat. Second quarter is underway. Big catch by Lambert Smith right there as Ward was in coverage. But the throw and catch was just that much better. Here we go. 1st and 10, Clifford. Pressure's coming. Going backwards and down. He's going to go for a sack. Penn wreaking havoc again. His second sack of the game to start the second quarter of the game. And it's 2nd and 21. Big 11-yard loss. Clifford, I guess, thinking he could outrun him to the outside, but no, sir. Catch these bells. And that's a big loss. Can't afford to take losses like that. They're still within the 35, which is a good range for kicking field goals. And they're going to run to kind of make that a little bit easier for their kicker to at least tie this game up. But now they're facing a 3rd and 19. I want to see Clifford try to take some shots down the field here on this play, but can't afford to be too aggressive. This defense was able to force quite a bit of interceptions last week against a solid quarterback in Jaden Young we saw in the first 2 weeks. So he's got to be careful. And Clifford gets to the outside, trying to get it done with his legs, and wisely slides before taking the hit. 4th and 2, and this should be an easy field goal for the Nittany Lions. And hopefully this isn't a decision they decide to go for it. That they won't. They'll be conservative just like LSU was. And we now got ourselves a tie ball game. A field goal apiece. 3-all. $50 live viewers here watching. You are watching the RFL College Series. The RFL is a pro simulation CPU versus CPU league that's been established since 2016. Of course, the history, you can go ahead and watch that through playlists on the RFL YouTube channel if you want to have access to all that and get acclimated and caught up to the history of the RFL. Make sure you go ahead and give us a subscribe, tap, and a notification bell turned on, so that way you do not miss any games such as this or any content. I'll also be dropping a video soon. Since this got pushed back, guys, I can guarantee you that the relocation video is either going to come out tomorrow or on Thursday before the game. So I've been working hard on that. Almost done. Just got half the teams done in terms of recording. Got to do it again, and then yeah, we're going to be ready to rock for that video dropping on everything about the relocation in Madden 24. But LSU no longer with the lead. Back to ground zero. Tie ball game. Semino going deep down the field, and that's going to be clear. Pass interference on Penn State's behalf. And that is bad right there. Keaton Ellis, the free safety, with a blatant penalty that is going to give them huge yards. Now, in college football, that would be a 15-yard penalty. But unfortunately, since this is on Madden, it's going to stand by NFL rules. So they'll take over all the way down to the 38-yard line as Semino looks to pass. Pressure's coming. Almost intercepted. Good defense there. Penn State's playing some tough football, I can say that. We had a feeling that when these two teams met, it was going to be quite the showdown. And so far, it has been. No touchdowns yet. Nice throw over the shoulder, caught by Duval. Showing off those hands. 3-yard gain will set up a 3rd and 7. Got Nico Martinez in the building, former Ohio State safety. Luke Poor, former Tennessee quarterback. There's a throw underneath. Duval bounces off the contact. Does he have a first down? He's close. Penn State saying they got the stop, and that they do. 4th down. This is pretty interesting. Want to see the replay on this. He was close. That was a great effort. A generic tight end. He just comes up underneath on that drag, and he's a big guy, man. Bounces right off of the hit stick attempt by the safety. And what will LSU do here? Looks like they might bring their kicker out, and he will attempt it. Should be a makeable kick from this distance, and the kick is money. LSU will retake a 3-point lead as Ziegler knocks it through the uprights. 6-3 is the score here at Tiger Stadium. Got the current Tennessee quarterback in the building, and Tyon Euro Winbush, running back for Ohio State. Guys are out and about. Anthony Washington, cornerback for the Portland Riverhawks. Shout out to the RFL community. Got Voyager's quarterback as well, Monty Wyatt. Alumni out here to support the RFL College Series, and current players tuning into this game. Game of the week. Big hit stick goes down at the 26-yard line. After a solid 26-yard return, and Penn State with an opportunity here to take the lead with a touchdown. We'll tie it up again with a field goal if they can get down the field and get some points out of this possession. Game just beginning here, though. So we know that the number 1 and number 2 teams are going to be ranked with whoever wins this game, along with Miami. And these two teams fighting right now as Ford fights forward to the 30-yard line. That's going to be a 5-yard gain. Now, like right now, the balance of these offenses, they are mixing in that run. And teams that do that early and often throughout the game are usually the ones successful. And that's an incomplete pass for Sean Clifford, his first incompletion of the night. He had a China route that was breaking out and cutting back in, but unfortunately, just the timing was off, threw it too far ahead. Just like that, the Nittany Lions facing a 3rd down. Empty set. 4-man rush. Clifford feeling a little bit of pressure. It's not going to matter, though. He's got the first down, and I think these guys need to know. You see 30, you better run away, because Penn is dropping bombs with hit sticks right now. He's already been in the backfield for 2 sacks as well. And this guy's just been an absolute monster. Look at this. Makes the catch and squares up. Boom. That is about 3 or 4 hit sticks for this guy. Keep running into him. He's going to force one. Sean Clifford. Quick check down. Solid 5-yard gain. Field goals so far. Penn State looking to be the first team to score 7. The rush inside. And a nice hard-fought run by Ford. Inside the 45-yard line he goes. First down. It's just good old-fashioned running. Halfback dive straight up the middle. Good blocking by the line and just lowering those shoulder pads. Keeping those legs running. Under 7 minutes to go in the second half. Excuse me, the first half of play. Clifford getting on the outside. Runs through for extra yards inside the 35-yard line. And Ali Gay is there to try to make the tackle. For a second, looked like he was trying to slide before the contact, but ended up getting tackled by Gay and still was able to run through the tackle and turn that into a 9-yard rush. So Sean Clifford showing his capabilities of getting it done in different ways. If he's got to take off and run, he's going to do it. Quick throw, had the slant, but misses it. Third down. And if I'm Penn State, you've seen how the run game has looked with Ford in between the tackles on these dives. I think you give it right back to him, straight up the gut. Give him that opportunity. Tried to pass, didn't work out. Doesn't look like they might do that, though, based off this formation. They're in a gun with Ford to the left of Clifford, who's going to look to pass for the first down. And he's going to get it done. Oh, he's going to throw across his body, and he's got a first down. Big completion inside the red zone as they will move the chains. Lambert Smith with another clutch catch for the Nittany Lions. He could have easily got this first down. He said, hey, let me show y'all something. Cross-body dig route completion. And the Nittany Lions are in business. Huge play by Clifford as he'll look to throw again. Into the flats he goes. And he's fighting up the field for extra yards after the catch. And that is going to be a 6-yard gain for Strange. That's the tight end's first catch. Promising looking drive right now for Penn State. Ball at the 12. Pressure somehow gets out of all of that traffic and sets up a 1st and goal for Penn State. How in the world did he escape all of that? He had defenders on all angles and just burst out the middle of all that like Houdini. 1st and goal. End zone wide open is Strange. Touchdown, Penn State. And the Nittany Lions will take the lead for the first time tonight. New Penn State was going to come up here and put on a fight, or shall I say down here to Louisiana in Baton Rouge. And wow, what a drive. Strange sitting there wide open on the spot route, working on that zone defense. That's as easy as a touchdown as you could get. And to go up by 4. Kick is up. It's good. Penn State with a lengthy 11-play drive spanning 74 yards for the touchdown will go up 10-6. This is another big game for LSU to show and test their capabilities, right? This is the type of games you have to be able to come out on top with the victory, is when you have that grade A challenge, because things aren't going to be easy for you during the season, and it definitely isn't going to be easier for you when it comes to playoff time, right? LSU may be the #1 team right now, but can they maintain that position or at least stay within the top 4 by the end of the year? And it's games like this you got to be able to pull out of to show that you're capable of doing that. And we'll see how they will respond as LSU will get to the 25-yard line. Also puts some prospects on the spotlight here. Let's go ahead and get a look at Aiden Semino. I'd have to say this is the second challenging game for LSU. They were able to pass with flying colors last week against Georgia. It's no problem for them to get that victory. Defense played outstanding, but now you're seeing Penn State. They're not like Georgia. They did not struggle here early on. They found ways to move the football, and they've got the lead right now. LSU never trailed in that Georgia game. And so adversity is here. How will they answer? Semino trying to squeeze that one into Duval. He is not going to be able to haul that in. That's 2nd and 10. Penn State's playing some really good defense out there when it comes to the coverage, the pressure they've been able to send. And if they can get back there a few more times with Semino, not a lot of quarterbacks can handle that pressure. They start to get rattled. Quick throw over the middle. Nice completion. First down. Van Vekoven spotted all the way up over the middle. What's going on, Drew Brewer? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Got Armani Falana in the chat as well. Who else have I not announced? Eric Straughter in the chat. Think outside the box. What's going on? Connects on that out route. It's going to be dropped, caught, and then dropped again. 2nd down. And the key contributor in that victory over Georgia last week for LSU is Duval. And you can see Penn State, they've been out there watching film, finding ways to keep the ball out of this tight end's hands. Semino's trying to get the ball to him. They've constantly been able to contest passes, as they do right there. They go right back to Duval, and it's punched out last minute for a 2nd drop pass. What's going on, Elvin Mack? AM in the building. College Series 5 has been a wild one. And let's check out this 3rd and 10 for LSU. Semino needing a big play, has to go with the check down, puts on a move, but Penn State is going to get the stop. 4th down. I mean, I like the decision. I see what they tried to do there. They at least tried to go with the deeper routes down the field. Nothing there. Goes with the check down. And you got open space for John Emery. You can see he puts on a move, makes the first man miss, but it's the assistance and the reinforcement by the Penn State's defense that comes in there, secures that tackle after the first man miss, and that's what helps defense get stopped and teams win games. As they'll take this one. Oh, gets by the first defender and slips right by, and it'll be just shy of the 20-yard line at the 19. Here's a big opportunity for Penn State, though. They were able to score the first touchdown of the game. And they can really start to separate here from LSU and amplify that momentum if they can score a touchdown. A field goal will make it just a 7-point game. They want to go up by 2 scores here. Put the pressure on the #1 team in the country. Trip to the field side, Sean Clifford. 4-man rush, he's getting in the pocket. Bottle up, he finds a way to escape, and wow, what a play. Was going to get caught, and he ended up throwing the ball away. Should have cut back inside on that scramble, though. Not sure why he kept going out, but if you weren't going to do that, that was the next best option to make instead of taking a loss. Throw that ball away. Don't take the sack. Sean Clifford is playing some good football out here. He's been escaping all kinds of potential sacks. Play action here. He's got all kinds of time. throws. Beautiful pass. Is it in? Yes, it is. First down, Penn State. Huge reception by Parker Washington on the right sidelines. And how about this throw? For a second, I thought it was going to go out of bounds. He throws this thing. Boom. Great job by Parker Washington getting those 2 feet in. And Penn State, man, this offense is looking good. What's going on, Amari Harris? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. We got Gregory Ashley as well. A quick throw into the flats, and it just looks like he's locked in. Sean Clifford, 12 of 15, 106 passing yards. Of course, got a touchdown as well. And that's out to the guy he was able to connect with for that touchdown, Brian Strange. And unfortunately, of course, for RFL, I'll say this every time, a real-life player or generic player is balling, it's undraftable. There's only real-life players that aren't. Play action. Clifford steps up in the pocket, throws this one away. %, agree with you there, Tyon. Like I said, we are able to get the college series over to next gen. Things are going to look a lot more different in terms of quarterback play, more realistic. 3rd and 6. Clifford. Oh, he had him, threw it right in his hands, and he just flat out dropped it. Can't have that in a game of this magnitude. Pretty much a playoff game going on right now. And you have a step on the defender wide open, and you drop the ball. A crucial 3rd down at that. Punt's going to be returned out to the 20. And if I'm LSU, you got to make them pay for that. Got to make them pay for it. You're going to drop the ball. You're going to give us an opportunity to get back out onto the field and score to take the lead. We're going to do just that. Hasn't been any scores for LSU yet in terms of touchdowns. Only 2 field goals. It's their chance to do it. Semino is getting pressured. He's got to throw it. Gets sacked on the play. Offensive lineman luckily falls on it, and Penn State's defense is going crazy. That's their 2nd sack of the game. And they've got the LSU Tigers looking at a 2nd and 23. Oh, this is, of course, the obvious thing that you take into account here is even though the coverage and everything's great down the field, Semino, he has a huge tendency of holding on to the football just for too long. Can't take those sacks. We'll have to see if he can make up for those yards in these next couple of plays. End around play to Demarius Posey for a second. Looked like he had a lane to burst through, but is wrapped up at the last second for just a 1-yard gain. And LSU might just come, and Penn State's calling a timeout in 2 minutes. So they want the ball. They feel they are going to win this field position. They don't think LSU is going to pick this up. They'll come out in a bunch look. And LSU's just going to run this thing. Out of lane for a second. Gets to the 15-yard line. And Penn State gets the stop immediately. 3 and out. They'll punt this one just outside their own end zone. Fair catch being called. To save time, they'll start off the offensive drive at the 44-yard line as Sean Clifford gets right back out onto the field. How great has he looked in this first half, right? 12 of 17, still 106 yards with the touchdown. Had the first down on the last play, but flat out dropped on an open 3rd down potential conversion. Not a potential, would have been a conversion had he been able to hold on to that, but he dropped it. And Clifford checking it down forward, showing off some strong hands himself there, though. As he'll hold on for a 4-yard gain. Yeah, Penn State got no submits. And the crazy thing, though, is I think right before this season happened, this last season in real life, this was the rosters made before that year. And a check down again. That's not going to work. Good defense. Johnny Ramirez forcing an incompletion, 3rd and 6. But yeah, Penn State was pretty good that year, so they have definitely gotten an upgrade compared to last season. And it has shown this year. 3rd down. Sean Clifford. 3 consecutive checkdowns. And that's just good defense down the field. Penn State had nothing open, and they're going to have to punt it. Great punt. Goes out of bounds inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And there's still some decent time to get some points. Minute and 9 seconds. 2 timeouts for LSU. Of course, that time can go a long way in college football if you can get first downs. It's been tough to come by, though, against this Nittany Lions defense. Only 2 field goals on the board for the Tigers. And a nice anticipatory throw out to Demarius Posey as he will get the first down. And that's what makes the China route and the timing sometimes dangerous, and sometimes you got to wait on that China route. You see a lot of quarterbacks in the college series throw that football just too early, and it results in interceptions or straight up incompletions. And that time, that was perfectly timed for a first down gain. Semino's got the completion underneath, and a big first down. They're going to call this a fumble. I'm not going to get too excited about that play just yet, because I think he was down first before that ball came out. We'll have to see if they throw out a flag for this. Well, a challenge. And John Emery was clearly down at that point. Yeah, the knee hit the ground. That should be LSU's football still. There goes the booth review. First downs, like I said, can go a long way towards the end of games in college football with a short period of time. Had some poor camera angles, but from the angle they showed prior to this, it was pretty evident he was down first before that ball came. And that is going to be a first down overturn in favor of LSU. And what I don't get, though, is that the clock is running right now. It should have been stopped after the first down. And so they lose some valuable time. There's a throw into the flats. Duval trying his best to get out of bounds, and LSU's got no choice but to call a timeout with 30 seconds left. They have one more remaining, and Semino's going to have to take some bigger shots down the field. And there it goes. They'll stop the clock at 26 momentarily. Flag route completion out to Duval. Got to play the sidelines, got to play the sticks, and got to play the big plays. If you're LSU, it's good ball there by Semino. Flag route on man-to-man coverage. Just able to beat the defensive back. Good recovery tackle. Clock's going to start right back up under 25 seconds now. I'm counting. Just got to hurry up and snap this thing. Hard count. Not faking anyone. Pressure's coming. Semino's going to go down for a sack. And a timeout will be called. The final timeout for LSU. And they're calling Hail Mary now, so definitely taking a shot Has enough time to unload one down the field. It's incomplete. And I'm sure they're going to call it again. Four seconds. They're dropping back in that prevent. And another shot down the field that is going to be incomplete. And that's the end of the first half of play here in Baton Rouge. LSU, #1 team in the country. They're trailing, but not by too much. It's 10-6. Low-scoring first half. Second half on the way. Week 4 is about to get in the book, guys. Who will be one of the 2 last remaining undefeated teams? Will it be Penn State, or will LSU be able to come back and hold the #1 spot? It's been 2 consecutive weeks where the #1 team has fallen. Will it be a third with Penn State getting this upset on the road? With that first half in the books, man, let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this one. Still rocking with LSU? You still rocking with Penn State? Let me know. Get those threes ready. The third quarter is about to be underway. And if you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. Turn us up here tonight. And subscribe if you are new and enjoying the content. Penn State gets the football, though, to start this second half, so tone can be set here. And here we go. LSU on defense. Penn State taking this one from the 2. And to the 32-yard line he goes. Solid return.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
4-point game. Defenses have been outstanding. Only 1 offensive touchdown so far tonight. Of course, that one belongs to Penn State. Seen some good-looking drives from Sean Clifford and the Penn State offense, but some stall-outs. No rush on the outside. Ford will get to the 40. That's a solid 7-yard gain. And I like the play call right there. It kind of went away from that identity because as the game was progressing, just seeing both teams getting very pass-heavy. And we've seen that a lot so far throughout the college series. But running the football, very important to balance things out and keep the defense on its toes. That's a good play. Yanni Ramirez forcing the incompletion. And it'll be 3rd and 3 for Penn State. Huge down here. Clifford squeezes that one in. Back on Yanni Ramirez. Can't break it up this time, and that is a big-time rebound reception by Saunders. Saunders dropped that pass earlier on a crucial 3rd down. With airtight coverage there, able to haul it in. Yeah, he was all over him. Literally, whole body on his back, and he still was able to make the catch. Play action. Throws on the move. Nice looking play. Very smooth for a 6-yard gain. And that's Saunders again, hauling in his 4th reception of the night. He's on the tackle. And like I said earlier, from before, guys, within the week and last week, highlights, I think I'm going to get back to making those in week 5. Like I said, I've been working on this relocation video for you guys. Should be a good one. There's a throw over the middle. Strange getting launched off the hit stick by Ramirez. inches short. Ramirez has been everywhere over the middle. These linebackers, they can drop some big hits down. Seen Penn get busy, and Ramirez doing the same there. They're going to look to pass here. Throws, it's incomplete. And just a poor decision there by Penn State. Why not run it? Play was there, though, not going to lie, but you do have to complete that pass. But I think they should have took their chances running it. That gave you better odds. This punt finds its way out of bounds at about the 20, 25-yard line. And LSU still very much in this game. It's Aiden Semino in the offense. Pops right back out. First and 10. Semino throws. He's got a wide open man, and Posey stiff arms a man to the ground after an 8-yard gain. You've got some speed with these wide receivers. Those little plays can turn into big plays. That's for sure. Demarius Posey, good yards after the catch there. Make this a manageable second down. Double pump off the play action. Semino's got all kinds of time, but not for long. He's got to throw this thing. That is another sack for Penn State. It's Isaac for the Nittany Lions' fourth of the game. Now, this has been an issue for him for 2 seasons now. Just does not throw away the rock. He just wants to make that big play down the field so bad, waiting for something to get open. The coverage, excellent down the field. Penn State's been playing some good coverage. And Semino able to squeeze that one in to Peyton Van Veckeveen. His 3rd reception of the game. Beautifully thrown low and away from the defender, and that's how you rebound. Lost big yards on the sack, and boom. Puts it right there on the money. He does throw it. He makes a lot of great decisions. Like I said, sometimes it just takes too long to get it out there. He's got a completion in the field side to Demarius Posey. This has been quite the defensive war. Empty set. Quick throw over the middle. First down. Scott Duvall. Duvall has been trying to get the football into this tight end's hands. Big time playmakers. Quite a few drops already. I think he's got 3 in this game, but still has 7 receptions, which is just ridiculous. He'd probably have over 10 plus right now. 46 yards. And Semino can't complete that one into Monroe. Good defense. Trips into the boundary, including the tight end. He's got an open man. Van Veckeveen sat down off the hit stick immediately after the catch. 3rd and 4. And that's reception number 4 for Van Veckeveen, and he's met there by Jacobs. Tight gun bunch to the right. Semino's got to throw it. He takes another sack here. That is Beeman's 3rd of the game. And Coach elated on the sidelines. Crowd's throwing out some boos. They're losing it right now. As Semino goes down for the count once again. And if you're going to take these sacks here, man, you know, that's going to lose you the field position battle. Take this one from the 14 and out to the 21. Bouncing off the defenders. Turns that return into a little something. Sean Clifford back out onto the field. It's been a stalemate right now. These defenses not giving up an inch too much. And if they do, they've been able to stiffen up and make some huge plays. Penn State's defense is on fire right now. They've been in the backfield. Multiple sacks. 5 total sacks on Aiden Semino. So the offense having it rough for LSU. Penn State, they haven't necessarily been sacked too much. There's a rush inside forward. Just a few yards. But I think it's just they got to get the right play calling at the right times in certain situations. It's a lot of third down mishaps and just bad calls. Or I would say poor execution, because some of the plays which I wouldn't have passed in, I mean, they're still there. There's just missed opportunities. So Penn State's got to out. Oh, it's going to be an interception. I was just about to say they got to execute. And here's Ward executing for LSU. And this might just be the momentum they need to get right back into this game. Weren't too far away, but down by just 4. But Jay Ward jumping right in front of Strange. And now they've got LSU immediately in scoring position. First turnover tonight for Penn State. And it could be a costly one, but question is, can LSU take full advantage of this opportunity and take the lead for the first time tonight? Well, not the first time, the second time tonight. That's the first turnover, actually, of the day. Pressure's coming. Oh, my goodness, what a hit. Just as he was about to throw it away. I'm surprised that did not count as a sack. I didn't see any forward arm motion there. And they'll just say it's 2nd and 10. And they've been beating up Semino back there. And oh, what a big completion. Huge catch by the tight end, Heath Duval. For a second thought it's going to be picked right back. But that is reception number 8 for the tight end. 50 plus for the big 46. Oh, nice move. Great block to the end zone. Trying to reach out for the touchdown. He hits the pylon, but he steps out. 1st and goal, LSU. 50 rushing yards for John Emery tonight. And I think that's the key. Both of these teams have got to run the football. Look at this move. Oh, they don't have the instant replay. Come on. I don't like this formation. I don't know why they're not running it. They'll throw. It's incomplete. You got a better chance of running this in the end zone here. Not sure why they're going empty set passing. Run the ball with the guy that got you down here. Shotgun, Emery to the right. They're still going to look to pass. And Semino's got to throw out the back of the end zone. This has got to be a running situation here. Got to run the ball. I don't know if they're just trying to boost up the confidence of Semino to toss a touchdown pass in or what, but cannot miss on this opportunity. No wide receivers. I formation. This might be the play. They go with the fullback dive. Breaks the tackle, but he's going to be stopped at the 1, and they're ruling it a touchdown. What's the ref seeing out there? I've got a feeling this is going to get overturned. I can't believe they just ruled that a touchdown. but breaks off the tackle. Every touchdown's reviewed, so this is definitely going to be reviewed by the booth. He wasn't even close. Who signed off on this? Then he had a nerve to flex in front of... He knows he didn't get in there. That's called faking it till you make it, but can't fake out the booth. Definitely going to review the touchdown. I don't even know why. He clearly was not in bounds here. I mean, was not across that line. A whole yard short. And the band's still out here playing like, hey, we got it. I don't think so. That's definitely overturned. 4th and goal. Wow. I hope he wasn't the guy that said it was a touchdown, because he's looking some kind of way right now. I don't know if we're going to hire that guy again. But 4th and goal. And they're going to go for it. They're going to pass for it. Aiden Semino misses the pass. He had the touchdown right there. And still don't know why they opted not to run John Emery not a single time on those 4 opportunities. And even then, even though I don't like the pass play call, the pass was there though. And Semino just misses that opportunity. Penn State's got to be careful here though, because although they did not get it, they're sitting at the inch-yard line right now. So this could turn out being a good thing for LSU. They're going to run it forward, getting some breathing room to the 5. And they needed that. Ford's been running well. These running backs been running well. They're just not getting the touches. Second and 6. And they will run it. Oh my goodness, just runs through 2 Tigers. And it's a first down for Penn State. Full head of steam. And that's how you run the ball there. Now they're setting up play action. Does Clifford have a play down the field? Throws. Oh, what a hit. 1 yard gain. Second down. Johnson got knocked into next week by Weeks. A little bit of an off snap. Good chop block. Checks it down. Parker Washington north of the 15. Aiden Semino is already telling his team, hey, I know I missed the pass. I got you next time out onto the field. Hoping his defense can hurry up and get this stop. Checkdown's wide open here, but Yanni Ramirez coming through for the hit and the incomplete pass. Well, to force the incomplete pass, that was a big-time play. He's been beating up these running backs. Well, really, it's been Ford all night. Crashing in, breaking up the passes. And that is a big stop by LSU. They'll kick this one from about the 37, cutting back and taken down at the 45. Field goal ain't going to get you the lead. Could have kicked the field goal to cut it to a 1-point game. LSU, another chance to try to take the lead. Minute and 12 seconds left in the third. Get your 4s ready, guys. The 4th and final quarter is about to be upon us. Quick throw. Oh, it's incomplete. Saw some contact, but I guess it was even on both sides, so no flag thrown for pass interference. Yeah, it's definitely been a defensive war. And some poor execution as well on both sides in crucial moments. Seminole hit as he throws. Good defense. Couldn't get it out there to Heath Duval. How about these defensive backs tonight? They've been making plays. Just the pass coverage in general. They are right there to break them up. Or deliver a hit to break them up. Seminoles got a nice completion on the sidelines out to Posey for a first down. Great catch. Just a great catch right there. First and 10. Pressure in his face. Seminole does connect with Van Vekeven. 6-yard gain. LSU on the move. And this may be the final play of the third. Throws over the middle. It's another big catch for a first down by Demarius Posey. Did this last week, and finally you have Seminole north of 200 yards pass. It's been that hard to pass tonight. College, we've seen guys throwing north of 250 just about every week in every game. Just now hitting 200 here in the third. And this is it. 10-6, still the score, not a single point scored in the third. He had 6 on the board, but that was because LSU was called for a touchdown, even though they did not get it. Got reviewed and called back. Put your 4s up in the chat. This is it, guys. 12 minutes left to determine who's going to be the other undefeated team with Miami next week. LSU trying to get the pass as that is dropped by Duval. I didn't see how many drops he's had tonight. I mean, that's how good the defense has been playing. You know, he's usually a good pass catcher, but that's about 5 or 6 drops. Second and 10. Great ball and great effort as John Emery will be inside the 20-yard line for an LSU first down. They've been down in the red zone twice, and they've only been able to score once, and that one time was a field goal. So 50% in the red zone. Quick throw, and it's intercepted. The first pick of the night by Seminole, trying to go to Heath Duval, and that was just a bad read. As Penn State, they were all over that. I'm not even going to get an instant replay. I hope they don't kill the photos, man, because I don't know what's going on with the replays going by so fast, but usually that means that the replays for me to get the pictures for you guys are probably going to be extremely limited. I hope not for this game. I mean, I know it wasn't a lot going on, but it's tough getting photos of guys, you know, so might be the case at the end of this one. Play action. Clifford throwing into the flats. Up the field. Forward goes. It's a 4-yard gain. Somebody's got to make a big play. I know it's easier said than done because these defenses, they are not playing around when it comes to pass defense here tonight. Play action. Clifford's got a man. Big first down game for Saunders as he'll be north of the 45-yard line, 25 yards. And just seeing a big play like that gets you excited for a game like this, right? I mean, it's just been so defensive. It's like that's probably the third big play we've seen the entire night, if it's not defensive. It's a rush on the outside. Get a good block, and Yanni Ramirez putting Ford in a body bag. A great job holding on to the football, though. He looked like he got hit by a truck out there. My goodness. These LSU linebackers can hit, man. They'll run it. Yanni Ramirez with another hit sick. He is going crazy tonight. 1 yard gain in 41 is all over the place. Now it's him and Penn over the middle. Pressure coming in down. Clifford will go for a sack as he is met by Jones. 4th down. They'll have to punt it. It's the 2nd sack for LSU tonight. What a series of downs by LSU. And that was all Yanni Ramirez and Savion Jones on that play that just deaded that drive. That's just how crazy defensive this game has been. Both of these teams are playing amazing defensive football. LSU defense has struggled for the last couple of seasons in the RFL College Series, but the last couple of games, these guys have looked A1, razor sharp. And if they can have this kind of defense throughout the season, and Aiden Simmons on this offense can figure things out, this is definitely a playoff caliber team. They're throwing to the flats, and a good tackle. 4-yard gain. And that's what makes it tough in the RFL College Series and college football in general. It's only going to be 4 teams that's going to make it to that playoff spot. LSU hoping to be one of them. Haven't been to the playoffs since College Series 1. And that last time that happened, they had Geno Gannon on the team. And false start. Got to give it to both of these teams. It's been a fairly clean game for the most part. We saw a pass interference earlier. Right here, we're seeing a false start, but it's kind of even on both sides. 1 penalty each. So these guys have been disciplined. I know some plays haven't been executed to perfection on offense, but defense has definitely been sound on both sides. Here's a throw. Almost intercepted. Too fast on that trigger. That could have been a 2nd pick for Seminole tonight. Extremely lucky. Third and 11. Corner's going to give these wide receivers about 5 yards of space. Dropping back with them. Here's a shot beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, but look at the coverage. Step for step, stride for stride. Penn State on defense. Wow. We would like to see him try to give his receiver a chance there on that play, even with the coverage, but man, that coverage was tight. Fair catch call at about the 44 to 43 yard line. We've got 7 minutes and 43 seconds left in this defensive heavyweight battle. Sean Clifford, he's only had 160 passing yards tonight. This is probably the best we've seen 2 defenses play against each other in prime time. Yanni Ramirez and Greg Penn have been monsters. And that will continue. This time it's a big hit by Roy. Oh, have him in the backfield. Loss of a yard. Penn State trying to get the run game going now a little bit. They got to do something different. Pass defense, it's there tonight. Both sides. I think both teams need to consider just trying to run the ball a little bit. But you see, trying to establish it there, and you get hit like that, it makes you second guess yourself. And now you got to throw it pretty much. And that's what they're going to do. Clifford going on the move. And that's going nowhere. But back to the line of scrimmage where they started. 1 yard gain, 3rd and 10. Shout out to the Relocation Football League community and guys who are new here. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed what you were watching. Clifford into the flats. Can't get the first down. LSU's defense is going to hold at midfield. Wow. Neither side can do anything on offense. New to the Relocation Football League, you are watching the RFL College Series where you get a chance to look at the journey of the careers from college to the pros trying to get into the RFL. This punt makes its way out of bounds inside the 20. Really good punt there. But yeah, in this series, you got some real-life players on some of these college teams, and then you have players from the community that's in the chat, just like you, that submitted players to be in the college series to play in, and there's some generic players who were generated from a Madden draft class to go along with them. So you got 3 kinds of players in the series. Only 32 teams. We don't have all FBS schools in our series, but we will have that next season when that new EA college football game drops. LSU looking to pass. Semino, he's got to throw this thing. He's going to take another sack, thrown in the end zone, but won't be safety. That's the 2nd sack for Isaac. And that is going to be the 6th sack for Penn State. And you got to know in that situation, I mean, you're seeing the block being engaged well. That's going to count as a sack, unfortunately, for the guy who held up. That ball should have came out. Posey, big catch, but a big hit. That gets them some decent yards back, but they need 14. Well, the aerial express down the field has been closed down all night. Can he find someone to make a big play? He's in the end zone here. He's going to get sacked. Safety on the play. Penn State goes up 2 more points, and we've got a wild score of 12-6. He just kept it moving in the end zone here. Got to throw that ball away. He looked like he was going to break the initial sack there. He could not break the next man coming in. And there is no blockers whatsoever on this return. They'll get it out to the 33. It's good field position. And Penn State could put this game away with a touchdown here. They don't score any points. Even a field goal, really, they can. They got to eat up the clock as much as possible. Get in scoring range, get some points on the board. And that should just about do it. If LSU doesn't find a way to come back in this, it's going to be the 3rd consecutive week where the #1 ranked team has fallen. At this point, it's becoming a curse. There's a great run inside, some good blocks, and Ford near midfield at about the 48, 49-yard line. That's some good blocking, good vision. And you can rest assured Penn State going to keep this ball on the ground. Well, they're going to pass it. Underneath, Strange He's got the reception. And they should keep this ball on the ground at this point. 2nd and 1. And I think they should hand this one straight up the middle with Ford. And they will. Nice cutback. Ford to about the 36-yard line, 1st down. And they are doing exactly what they need to do. And that's kill the clock. And they're almost in that field goal range. Winding it down to the final seconds. They're going to look to pass here. Pressure's coming. What is Sean Clifford doing? He gets sacked, fumbles the football. LSU is going to recover it. The Tigers are going to take over at the 49-yard line. And LSU, if they can score a touchdown, can take the lead back. Huge play by Shelby, the generic defensive end, stripping that ball out of his hands while getting the sack. And these quarterbacks, man. And Clifford's played a majority of a better game, but that's the first time he took a sack he really shouldn't have. Well, the second time, he took one earlier, but it was in a down that wasn't as bad. But still, you don't want to take those losses. But to lose the football in that moment, this is why you should be running the football with this time. Could come back to cost the Nittany Lions. Semino's got the completion out to Posey. 1st down. It's been 50 passes for Aiden Semino. He's only completed 28 of them. But that's a big completion right there. Pretty sure he doesn't care about his stat line at this point. He just wants to win and to remain the #1 team in the country. All 3 timeouts, 2 minutes and 38 seconds and counting. Checks it down. Duval is brought down. It's a 6-yard gain. That is going to keep the clock rolling, though. But LSU, they want to make sure they don't give Penn State much time at all. 2 minutes left. Semino's got the completion, and that's a 1st down effort by John Emery. Runs right through the tackle. 55 receiving yards out the backfield for Emery. We are under 2 minutes. Clock is stopped temporarily. LSU still has all 3 of their timeouts. It's a ton of time to try to find a way to get in the end zone. He's got Van Vekeven. And he'll be at the 14-yard line. Yeah, this might be it. Penn State cannot afford to give up a touchdown here. I think if they do, that might be it. LSU is killing the time. They're not going to have much of an opportunity at all. It's the check down. 1st and goal, Tigers. This is it. The last set of downs. LSU down by 6. And they are 8 yards away from taking the lead in this game. Looking to pass. Throws this one out the back of the end zone. Good coverage by the Nittany Lions. 2nd down. Game coming down to the wire. 1 minute and 7 seconds. 3 more opportunities for LSU. They will not kick a field goal. And Semino to the end zone. Good defense, broken up, incomplete. Great coverage by Penn State again. He had all kinds of time in that pocket and still couldn't find an open man. Third and goal. Trips to the left side. LSU trying to get in, and they've got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Vince Monroe wide open on the slant. And wow. But they may have scored too fast. Great play. Monroe wide open on that slant. 57 seconds, though, is a lot of time for Penn State. Crowd finally have something to roar for. That's the first touchdown of the game for LSU. Extra point is up, and there goes the lead. 13-12. Tigers. Well, this game by any means is not over. 57 seconds and all 3 timeouts for Penn State. All they have to do is get in the field goal range. We'll have to see if this return can set them up. Here we go. It's been a wild game. Absolutely unorthodox. And down at the 25. 53 seconds. This is it. 3 timeouts, though. They have all 3 of those things. And they have to get into field goal range to win this game. And turn us up. We got over 70 live viewers. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Relocation Football League. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. Sean Clifford scrambles out of there. He's got the completion, and he does not have a first down, but we'll get a look at the distance. Well, they're not even showing it up. Should have shown the distance in which he could kick. Clock's running here, man. They're losing valuable time. And they're finally going to call a timeout with 31 seconds. That should have been called. Or at least you should have snapped the next play and then called the timeout. So a big waste of time there. And Sean Clifford's got a man. First down, they're calling the timeout. "27 seconds. Clifford throwing into the flats here. They got to call a timeout. They've got to call a timeout. Not sure why they're not calling a timeout right now. My goodness. What is going on? No timeouts left. That's it. It's got to be first down or out of bounds from here on out. And it looks like they're in a Hail Mary formation. Good defense. Incomplete. Wow. They're not even attempting different variety of plays at this point. Spreading it out. But this still might be a Hail Mary play. It is. Throws it deep down the field. It's intercepted, and LSU is going to win this game. Picked off by Langlis. And, man, Penn State losing on the sidelines. They're going to lose this game by 1 point. What a crazy comeback by LSU. Sean Clifford went from having a solid game So a pretty poor one there at the end. Got sacked, lost the football, then throws an interception, his second of the game. And LSU is going to win this with 1 point with only 1 second left to go. So they'll come out here in a victory formation. It's going to be LSU improving to 4-0 on the season as the knee is taken. And there you go. The Tigers have snapped the reoccurring curse. They knock off the Nittany Lions 13-12. Wild score. But at the end of the day, it was a great game. If you like defense, offense, and heavy questions. Heavy questions on both sides. But I think the defense also on both sides was just that good as well. But a lot of missed executed plays. But at the end of the day, the #1 team in the country survives as they get it done by 1 point here at home at Tiger Stadium. And as for Penn State, tough one. Tough pill to swallow. Their first loss of the season. They'll fall to 3-1. It's been great calling this game for you guys. Hey, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the Relocation Football League. LSU and Miami, the last undefeated teams in the RFL College Series. With that being said, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the RFL Podcast. Until then, peace.